I have learned several painful financial lessons in my life, and you're going to learn in this story a lot about three things. Say them with me, please. Say family, money, and restoration. Now, in this story of the prodigal son, there's a lot of profound lessons, but I'm going to highlight 10 and just give you 10 words. 10 words that I think will get us at least down the path a little bit, and you'll understand from this story that this is a kid at a season of life. Now, please understand that. He is in a season. A lot of times when things happen to you, you forget this is a season. What's wonderful is if you read verse 11 through verse 32, which I'm not going to try to read all that to you. I'll kind of work my way through it here. But you have to remember when the story starts, he has one mindset. When he gets to the end, he has another. His view of money and resources, and that's what this is all about. If you look at verse 11, he said, a certain man had two sons. The younger of them said to his father, give me the portion of goods, give me the money, give me the inheritance that falls to me. That is a tremendously wrong thing for this young man to do. I mean, John MacArthur does this tremendous study on this passage and talks about, it was almost like saying, just die, Dad. Very strong, powerfully mean thing to say. The father is looking at his son, and what's amazing is his father just gave it to him. He understood that this is a lesson you have to learn. But please be clear. Dad knows something. This is a season. This is a moment. This will not last. It cannot last. You may want it to last, but it cannot last. Certain financial attitudes die over time. Those of you that are in business, you understand that. You understand the rise and falls. You understand the trends. And so this is really about money in this story. It starts with money, and it ends, really, believe it or not, about money and honor. The older brother has a real problem with this. But that's another thing we'll talk about later. So let me give you the first word that I want you to write down that describes this story. Say the word entitlement. The son felt it was owed to him. Give me, verse 12, the portion of goods that falls to me. I have a right to this. Now. I've dealt with entitlement before in my own heart. The sense that I'm a king's kid and I deserve it. I deserve the car, I deserve the house, I deserve the suit, I deserve it because I'm God's kid. And people have these markers. When I get 50 years old, I'm going to buy the car of my dreams because I'm entitled to it. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with you wanting certain things in certain seasons of your life. But you have to be really careful because entitlement can be a two-edged sword for you. It can cut you the wrong way. It can cause you to make decisions that you really don't need to make. I want another house just because I want another house. I want a bigger house. There's a sense of I deserve it. And it drives him to make another bad decision. Say the word departure. He leaves everything he knows, verse 13 says. Not many days. He didn't wait months. He didn't wait weeks, years. Not many days after, the young man gathered all together and he journeyed to a far country. I want to go as far away from my dad and his values as I can. So whatever I do stays where I am. He didn't want anybody to see what he did. He left. And the Bible says in verse 13, he wasted. That's where the word prodigal comes from. He wasted his possessions with prodigal living. Wasteful living. What have you departed from that you knew? What values have you gone far away from? You know, I was talking to somebody the other day, and in this conversation, I thought, you've changed. You've become smooth. Hey, how you doing? Just want to run a couple things by you. I have this great opportunity for you. I thought, really? What opportunity? How about hello? It was almost like I was a client. They saw me and they saw, if he really wanted to help me, he could really help me. And it was an amazing moment for me because I thought in my heart, you've changed. You've departed. You've gone far away from what you used to be. And that distance led him someplace he never expected. Verse 14. Verse 14 is powerful because it says, when he spent all, and that day always comes. When he spent all, there arose a severe famine, and that always comes too, in that land. And he began to be in want. That always comes. You can always see it coming. It always starts with a sense of entitlement. It always is on the road of departure. When you see people departing from their values, the third thing is always coming, famine. By the way, this is the first word the guy saw in my sermon notes. He said, famine. The only way that some people can learn, huh? What's that mean? And I looked at him and I said, for some people, that's the only way they learn. The question is, would that describe you?